Did you verify the coordinates we had for that mysterious Savant?
I did, Inquisitor. It is on Dvorgov, a quarantine world still infested by tyrannids which could spell trouble. Speaking of trouble, there is also an astropathic transmission for you from an Inquisitor of the Ordo Malleus.
I'm Inquisitor Corax, a demon hunter of the Ordo Malleus, and I require your immediate attention. We need your assistance in a most important matter. Find me on my stronghold in the Ventus system. Corax out.
Change of plans, Inquisitor?
No. If you ask me, the Demon Hunters are a secretive branch of the Inquisition, with an exaggerated sense of self-importance. Corax can wait. I must find the Savant first. Tech Priest, I need some ideas. How can I find a secret hideout in a desolate void port?
The decree of tech preservation guarantees the long-term maintenance of our sacred data vaults, even on worlds deemed temporarily uninhabitable.
If I understand you correctly, the Cogitator network must be functioning, and it could provide clues about the area.
The assumption is correct.
Recoil, unclean! These Xenos are truly a blight upon this subsector.
Considering the adaptability of this race, the phenomenon is completely explicable.
I'm much more interested in why anyone would choose a Tyranid-infested city as a hideout.
Consider the Xenos presence as a defensive system.
what this machine does. Repent! All this wreckage bears the sigils of the Adeptus Mechanicus. What happened here? This is interesting. This retinue was working for a techno-archaeologist. It could be the Savant we seek.
I presume the contingent was trying to eradicate the local tyranny.
Quite the contrary. They were trying to gain control of the Xenos population.
I keep an open mind, but even I find that idea hard to swallow. On another note, the data slate contains location tags for their home base.
Where is it?
We have no information yet. The tech was working.
For the Emperor! Kill the heretic! Die, unclean! What this machine does. My tech priest dealing with.
Breaching the data vault has failed. You need to power up the auxiliary mainframe.
Send me the coordinates to that mainframe. heretic!
Your priority is still to access the auxiliary mainframe, Inquisitor.
I am working on it, Tech Priest. In case you hadn't noticed, I've run into some resistance.
The altercation has definitely been noticed and recorded for potential post-mortem evaluation.
Repent!
See that Vox station? There's an incoming transmission.
An attempt to communicate. Good. My target must be getting nervous.
You have entered Research Zone 17. Trespassing is strictly prohibited. You must leave immediately.
You must be the Savant. I am an agent of the Holy Ordos, and I have questions for you.
I only answer to the Machine Guard, Inquisitor. The work I'm doing here is of paramount importance. We must be prepared for the return of the High Fleet.
This is treachery, and you will pay for your insolence.
I don't think so. But I hope you don't mind participating in a little experiment first.
Careful, Inquisitor. The void port defense systems have been activated.
That treacherous Savant has control over the entire system. He's trying to stop me.
At least you don't need any more proof that you are on the right track.
Kill the heretic! I wonder what this machine does. Repent! Die, unclean! For the Emperor! Recoil, unclean! Burn! Burn! What are you doing here, Tech Priest?
Displaying necessary initiative. Accessing the mainframe requires knowledge of Tier 4 administrative charts. Defend the area while the process is being completed.
I appreciate your resourcefulness, but next time you must ask my permission first.
For your information, Inquisitor, I will record your combat for further analysis. At first I found your intrusion bothersome, but I realize that your presence here grants me the opportunity to study the combat patterns of the Tyranids more thoroughly. You are doing the work of the Omnissiah.
A new wave of Tyranids is approaching. Stay alert, Inquisitor.
I have spent decades working on my synaptic Sueno generator unit, but it was a failure. I set out to build a device that could control the Tyranids, and it was deemed impossible. But I can't give up on my vision yet.
Bioscanners indicate another wave of Tyranids, Inquisitor.
The persistence of my misguided brother there is getting frustrating, Inquisitor. Just like your unwelcome visit. I know you want to judge me, but I seek to save the Imperium. These organisms pose a huge threat. If we could find a way to control them one day, just think about the potential.
the heretic!
Bioscans show no more incoming hostiles. Also, data analysis complete. Voidport structural records have been processed. The location of the underground facility is available.
Excellent. It is time to pay a visit to that treacherous madman and discuss these experiments. I must reach the inner sanctum of this facility.
Considering the nature of the Savant's experiments, I would be very grateful for some picked grabs if you find some of his devices.
I don't think this will be a peaceful stroll into his sanctum.
Perish, filth!
Recoil, unclean! I thought that the Savant employed these treacherous rebels only for smuggling, but he has an entire cohort of them as a private army.
Die, heretic!
That is interesting. This Savant sent an expedition to a former Fabricatus world and encountered the Eldar from the craft world Tuathor.
Repent!
Inquisitor! Spare our lives! We surrender! We have been tricked!
I am aware that you have been led astray by an indoctrinated tech priest of the Imperium. Now you have your chance to prove your true loyalty.
We will not fail the Imperium again, Inquisitor.
I find your intrusion extremely inconvenient. I must warn you to leave immediately.
This is your last chance to surrender. Cooperation might still save your life.
My orders will not permit that. Defense protocols activated.
I have faced numerous threats, but I didn't expect to fight Adeptus Mechanicus battle automaton.
Destroying these ancient machines feels like sacrilege. We need to initiate canticles of penitence to the machine god.
Die, unclean!
I understand you, Inquisitor. The thirst for knowledge is what is driving you into danger. You of all people can't blame me for craving knowledge. The long and arduous study of Xenos relics gave me extremely valuable notions about a machine that could turn the Xenos into useful weapons for the Imperium. I have failed to construct a functioning prototype, but I could be so close.
Kill the heretic!
You might find it difficult to believe me, Inquisitor, but I truly don't want to kill you. But now you leave me no choice. I must save myself and the secrets I'm guarding here. They could have colossal impact on futures of the biological studies. I advise that you talk to Fabricator General Vertex.
Kill the heretic!
Inquisitor, you are unstoppable. Look, I didn't want to resort to pleading. I've only been following orders from the upper echelons of Forge Well Fuel.
your inquisitorial override codes will grant...
You fought well, Commander. You are absolved from your sins.
Unclean! For the Emperor! Have my tech priest dealing with this.
Inquisitor, you have victoriously overcome all the obstacles I placed in your way. I am humbled, but also amused.
I didn't come here to judge you for your sins, but you have left me no choice.
I have been following the orders of my Fabricator General. This is a secret research sanctum preparing for the return of the High Fleet. It was all classified.
Or that is what you want me to believe.
Is there any way I can convince you that I am a loyal Imperial subject?
We will see. I seek an ancient Xenos relic, once crafted by the extinct Fabricatus race.
That is a relief, because I can help you with that. The Xenotech relics of the Fabricators has been an obsession of mine for a long time.
And financing your heretical experiments by smuggling Xenos relics was just a coincidence.
Pursuing my work requires resources.
I need a particular artifact from their long-lost homeworld, but I don't know where it is.
I have that information, which I obtained in unfortunate circumstances. I sent an expedition there once, but they encountered the Eldari and quickly met their demise.
And what happened after that?
Why do you think I'm hiding in the middle of a tyrannid-infested planet? The Eldar may look like fools, but they are dangerous.
You have been given a second chance. Don't waste it.
You will not regret this choice.
I have the information I've been looking for. I'll return to the ship now.
I am not in the habit of allowing anyone to ignore my summons. We're engaged in the most devastating battle the Caligari sector has ever witnessed.
Is the situation connected to that abnormal warp rift in the system?
It is. We call it the Dark Nexus. A bloated, terrible warp anomaly, continuously expanding. We could be witnessing the birth of another Eye of Terror.
By the Emperor? That is a very bold and unsettling assertion.
Just think about it, Inquisitor. Another sub-reality in the Imperium, existing within both the real space and the warp, would open up a new front with an endless tide of enemies.
And how could I assist your battle?
As I've been notified by Inquisitor Krabat from the Ordo Hereticus, you have an asset on your ship, with extraordinary capabilities against the warp. It could help us.
The asset is a she, not an it. And indeed, your information correlates with an ancient prophecy about the potential of the Alpha Pariah. But before we could even begin to discuss how she could help us, I must find an artifact that would channel her abilities. Otherwise, there might be grave consequences.
I pray to the Emperor that you find that artifact soon. We will talk later.
My priority is to find those Fabricatus ruins for the relic.
The Scryer skull feed indicates that the coordinates received from the tech heretic lead to the former camp of his retinue.
That will be my first destination. Logging new observation. Fabricatus race knew about the pariah gene, and they were experimenting with it millions of standard years ago. They were trying to create a unique creature, combining the abilities of psychers and pariahs, capable of ruling the war. I have a strong suspicion that Uther Tiberius tried to complete the same experiment. Perhaps the last missing component was this Fabricatus artifact. These ancient structures indeed show some resemblance to known Necron ruins.
our understanding of the Necron civilization is still lacking, despite our recent unfortunate contacts with them. Apologies, Inquisitor, but this is a fairly unsubstantiated claim.
But note, this is the typical short-sightedness of the biologically based Magos. Flesh is weak, but steel abides.
Steel is nothing without the motive force, and motive force resides in the flesh.
The existence of Necron tomb worlds disproves your hypothesis. The Fabricators race could have reverse-engineered some exposed Necron tech.
Enough! Log off my Vox channel now, you two.
From the salvaged cogitator show the location of the ruins.
I need more information on that area.
The sensors indicate the presence of numerous architectural remains and a significant Alderi war host.
The Savant wasn't lying then. The Eldar are here, and I find that disturbing.
Their presence clearly correlates with their previous interest in the Alpha subject. Therefore, your assessment is an understatement.
The Eldar are mobilizing surprisingly large forces down here.
May I propose something, Inquisitor? Turns out that those crafty Xenos have a webway portal in the area. They will not be back down until you cut off their reinforcements.
That is indeed true. I must destroy that webway portal first.
Spoken like a true warrior of the Imperium.
It seems that the Savant's expedition to this world encountered some Aldore resistance.
I beg to differ, Inquisitor. My tactical analysis indicates they were ambushed by the Xenos. A cowardly but effective tactic. This Savant risked a lot with this expedition.
Knowledge comes at a cost, Thor. Anyhow, it might be useful to search the area. They might have found information on the Fabricators race before their demise. That's the webway portal. I only need to get closer.
Inquisitor, wait! Something is happening down there. By the Emperor. What are these constructs? Or are they creatures?
Well, well. The Eldar have brought in their war machines. That relic must be very important for them.
You should return to the ship immediately.
I have an even better idea. Captain, alert Sir Ambrose. We need the Crimson Wanderer down here for a noble joust.
must destroy those Wraith Lords. That is all. What a glorious day! I've never had the chance to match weapons with Eldari combat walkers. Your arrogance will be your downfall. There are 3 of those Xenos Knights on the battlefield. I have a tactical update for you, pilot. I am listening, dear sir. The Wraith Lords seem to be currently on patrol duty, and their pathways cross several times. Plan your route carefully, otherwise you could stumble upon 2 of them simultaneously. Rejoice, friend! The nimble Wraith Lord has fallen! It is too early to celebrate your victory, pilot. You still have 2 Eldar constructs to defeat. Good sir, I'm beginning to find your dourness almost disheartening.
As it has been written, the steel giant tramples through the garden of bones.
Wait, what is this? Who are you, creature?
I weep and I mourn for the lithe dancer, even if I comprehended this had to happen.
Don't mind her annoying Xenos ways. She is... well, I don't know if she is our ally or enemy at the moment. And then Bob... Behold the might of the Crimson Wanderer!
Ambrose, the readings show abnormal excess of energy on the release pistons of your knight. Be more careful, please.
Fear not, dear lady. I promised to give back your precious scarf, didn't I? Even if it is my most prized possession.
Yes, you did. And I expect you to deliver my scarf in person, sir.
Enough of this nonsense. You are in battle, pilot, not in a ballroom.
Another star flickers and dies in the eternal night.
It was an admirable adversary, my lady.
Twins, both of them heroes, one of them dead, one alive, encased in wraith bone, now fading away.
to remember. I am grateful for the opportunity. Praise the Emperor!
We have the up-to-date Arga information. The vicinity of the ruins is swarming with Tuathal Eldari.
At least the Crimson Wanderer took care of the potential reinforcements.
The Eldar will pose a considerable threat. Have you thought about deploying Caradoc again?
I cannot risk the safety of the artifact by sending in a war machine with the most devastating weaponry in the entire system.
Noted. The Tech Priest is trying to scan the area for further information.
I'm on my way to the ruins. Contact me when the Tech Priest is finished with the scans.
Among the bleached bones of a civilization that dreamt about your prophecy eons ago. How does that feel?
Remarkable. What is more remarkable is that I still have no idea why you are assisting me at all.
Why do you care? I am nothing but a speck of dust in the terrible storm that will one day awaken a god.
If that was meant to reassure me, you have failed.
I find your stubbornness astonishing, human. You have caused enough pain and suffering already. Whatever is hiding under that force field, it is ours.
Completed. Highly irregular energy signature located.
And how does that help me exactly?
The presence of an energy field, evidently generated by Xenos technology, must indicate the location of the relic you seek.
I must be on the right track then.
They were seekers of power and truth. So many of them came here, like insects drawn to the flame, only to end up as withered husks.
The remains of the Savant's expedition. But I am an Inquisitor. I will not fail.
You are not allowed to fail. Just yet. You have the living, breathing key to the prophecy. Can you feel it? Like a vast, terrible heart beating in anticipation. Feel battle.
You let me fight your own kind, but you refuse to participate.
I walk a more elusive path. The Tauthal might see me as almost as alien as you do, but I will not fight my own people. I was not preparing that battle road.
I've been wondering for a while how this relic could have survived for countless millennia. But now I know.
Analysis. Impenetrable energy field. Signature identical to the force field protecting the status chamber of the Martyr.
That barrier needed to be deactivated by a specific key.
Theory. The powers of the Alpha subject might interact with the field.
Inquisitor, you have incoming.
Sergeant, I need the Alpha Pariah. Send her to me.
Allow me to join the fight, Inquisitor.
Anything could happen to us here, Thorn. Anything. If I do not make it back, you must deliver all my findings to the Conclave.
Affirmative.
Are you serious, Inquisitor? I feel a resonance with this thing, but none of us know what will happen if I step closer.
I give you an artifact from the dawn of the universe, the key that might unlock your true potential, and suddenly, you are afraid?
I was only making an observation in the light of my recent ordeals. I hope you don't expect me to apologize.
My expectations are irrelevant. My orders matter, however.
If this is indeed my legacy, you can expect a heartfelt apology from me.
We will discuss your impertinence later. Now proceed.
Bravo! What a fabulous performance. Inquisitor, my only remaining part in this play is to take the Alpha Pariah with me and let the curtain fall.
I knew that I couldn't trust you. You have manipulated me, Eldar.
I have merely woven all the threads together, twinning the fate of the Tauthal, Eldari, and yourself, Inquisitor, until you all made this moment happen together.
I have warned you once. Playing games with an Inquisitor is dangerous, even for your kind.
This is not a game, human. The Anathema Ultima must be adorned with the crown of emptiness. Only then will she enter the Immaterium to fulfill a destiny both frightening and majestic.
I suspect that you have other plans for her.
The Anathema Ultima is the brightest glimmer of hope for us. For the Inari, this is inevitable.
I was expecting at least some assistance from you.
It was your battle to fight, not mine.
And now you talk like the Harlequin. How are you feeling?
It is difficult to explain. My will is... It is a barbed, poisonous thing. And it is also smooth and cold as obsidian. And it is a weapon, and a key, and the tincture that heals the black wound on the world.
I don't like this. The Magos will take a look at you on the ship. We have gathered here to bring forth the prophecy that was foretold at the dawn of the galaxy. The Alpha Pariah shall be adorned by the crown of emptiness, and destroy the dark nexus by sailing into the Empyrean.
Very poetic, also fundamentally wrong. The dark nexus is not our priority here. Fabius Bile is one of the most abhorrent adversaries of the Imperium. We shall attack his hideout. I have traveled here on the Martyr, now properly purged and blessed, with the zealots of my order on board. It should be a sufficient force.
So very hereticus of you. May I remind you that Bile's Starfort is inconveniently close to the most terrible warp anomaly ever seen in this sector?
They use this Alpha Pariah to destroy Bile. That's where her true capabilities lie, don't they? Before we deal with the Dark Nexus, we have to eliminate the Primogenitor.
I must object. We simply cannot allow the Alpha Pariah to get close to Bile. That traitor played a huge part in her creation. What if he seizes control of her? Use her to obliterate the Dark Nexus, which is also the source of Bile's power. Then we will deal with the Primogenitor on our own.
You know the Alpha Pariah the best, Inquisitor. I think you should have your say before I chime in. It is most unfortunate, but I must respectfully disagree with your decision, Inquisitor. It seems we have reached an impasse. And honestly, this is her fate we are talking about. This should be her decision. Whatever action the Alpha Pariah takes, it will have colossal consequences. I simply don't have a say in this matter.
Nonsense! We are Inquisitors. We rule over life and death for the sake of the Imperium.
Inquisitor Mercer, I really appreciate your concerns. Inquisitor Crabart, I even see your point. But I made my decision a long time ago. I will follow the prophecy. But first, I will kill Fabius Bile. I have seen some of my unsuccessful iterations in Uther's laboratory. The cursed handiworks of Bile. I have to stop him and end this cycle of suffering and pain. I want to destroy that worm. On one condition.
What would that be?
You, Inquisitor, will accompany me, and we will face Fabius Bile together.
I wouldn't have it any other way.